Well, good morning. Today is a day of not so much crazy on-stage performance stuff. Another day of working behind the scenes, working on the computer, submitting for things, emailing people, lining up shows, lining up performances. And that's what a lot of my days are. A lot of the small part of the performance life of showbiz is actually doing showbiz stuff. The other side, the bigger side, is the business side of show business. It's here. That's why I'm here a lot. And the other day, you saw my friend Michael. We went to my performance on New Year's Eve together. You saw him, and he's the raw salmon guy. And the salmon was awesome, by the way. And when we drove to my show, I had this coffee cup, coffee mug, tea. There was probably tea in it, not coffee. And I used this to, I brought this mug into the car with me with no lid or anything. I just brought it. It just like had tea in it and brought it in, and it was like kind of probably spilled a little bit or something. He thought this was completely insane that I would have an open coffee mug in the car with no way to keep it from spilling. So a few minutes ago, there was a knock on the door, and there was a package. Inside the package, it said, "A gift for you. Hi, Chris. Enjoy your gift from Mike." That's from Amazon, and inside is a coffee mug. A travel mug. So, because, oh, this is crazy. It's like a fancy one. It's like super fancy with all this seal and stuff. So that's amazing. Thanks, Mike, for sending me a travel mug, because I travel all the time. And now I won't have to bring my mug, which will spill from driving. Now I have this. Amazing. Thanks, man. And if anyone else wants to send me cool stuff, you can. But that's it for now. I'm going to get back to work. It is now later in the day, actually at night. It's almost midnight. And why am I all dressed up like this? It is raining outside. Raining and cold in LA. I just realized it was nighttime, and I had just been sitting around all day. I didn't really go outside and do anything. I was kind of getting stuff accomplished on the computer, but I was like, all right, I'll go for a little walk and I'll talk to you guys a little bit. And then I got outside and it was raining, and I didn't want to get the camera all wet. But I'm, again, not sure on days like this what to post about. I feel like it would be easy to just not post any video, but that's not the point of making daily videos, is it? I was just listening to a thing from Seth Godin, and he was talking about the opportunity that we have right now. This will fit into the idea of making daily videos and creating stuff and making stuff all the time. He was talking about this opportunity that we have now to make stuff. We can make stuff all the time. We can make stuff every day. That's what so many people are doing now, and the risk of failure is part of where the reward comes from. One of my favorite lines that he talks about is, "The guy who invented the ship also invented the shipwreck." So, in other words, when you create something, you're creating something that can fail. And that's what happens. Another thing he said was something about pushing things. Playing it safe will keep you safe, but it's not going to propel things up to the next level. And another example, one of his stories was talking about Henry Ford in his day didn't go out and try to figure out how to design and craft and raise a faster horse, as what up until that point of time people were using, of course, horses for transportation. and figuring out the way to make that the best that it can be. And that was what reality was. We'd get around by having a horse pull a thing behind it with wheels. So those people in those times could have decided to figure out ways to make their horses more efficient, or their horse and carriage or whatever run better. But luckily, there were some people with the willingness to invent the shipwreck, so to speak, and go out on a limb and say, we're going to make a vehicle that drives without a horse. And as you could imagine, I'm sure people thought they were insane. Like, what do you mean it's going to have a thing that burns fuel and creates energy and makes the thing go, but there's no horse attached to it? And of course, now look where we are. And that happened because somebody had an idea, and everyone around that person thought they were insane for trying to do that, but they did it anyway. And now we have cars that we don't even have to drive. But it never would have happened without that first person taking a huge risk and doing something that was scary and unsafe and a huge risk. So I think that's the point of the day. As I'm hitting this wall already, like a week into making these videos, to bring it back about to my path and my journey of doing this, of taking you along in my journey of showbiz and performance and LA and Hollywood. And I know a lot of people are, if you're still listening, that's good. And thank you for listening to me just talk when I'm not out doing crazy things, adventures. And I know I kind of set out to do this. I was like, oh, doing a daily video will force me to get out and do more stuff. Today it was raining, so I kind of had an excuse to kind of stay around the house most of the day. But I do have that. I do want that to be the thing of this channel, to be kind of like an adventure, a tour of cool things going on and going out and doing stuff. But I think the thoughts and stuff are important too, so I'll try to do a better job of blending those so it's not so much of me just sitting here talking. So that's it. Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll try to go out and do something fun tomorrow to share with you. Okay, see ya.